Welcome back to the next game between JonSlow in green as the Malians and TaToH in blue as the Vietnamese. This should be interesting as TaToH is reaching the 2K4 rating on his home TaToH account and has a pretty weak civilization. At least it's considered quite weak these days, and I'm guessing in team games it might be better, but in 1v1 Vietnamese really don't shine that often. So I'm really interested to see how TaToH is going to play against JonSlow with a pretty strong civilization. Also in Arena, Malians are considered pretty decent, pretty good. Maybe not best, maybe not tier 1, but still, JonSlow should be happy with this Civ matchup. I'm really curious to see how TaToH is going to play this, and if there is a strategy that can actually win against the Malians here. We're going to find out. Let's go over the maps first. We have the main gold and the second stone for JonSlow. Safe in the back, 3 deer inside, very close to the TC, this is already awesome. Then we have a second gold on the right hand side and main stone on the right hand side, close to the walls, inside of course. And I guess a house here and JonSlow's gold on that wall should be fine. We have the third gold forward outside, but it's not a big problem because all the other resources are quite safe in the back here. One relic on the left hand side, very close, extra berries, that doesn't really matter I guess. And we have one relic that is closer to JonSlow, but pretty much in the middle of the map. Then we have one relic in the neutral zone, and that's an extra stone and 2 extra golds here. Look at this, is just beautiful. Wondering if the game is going long that anybody's going to take this. I guess if it's going post-Imperial Age, this might be really important, and it's pretty much in the middle between the two players, maybe a little bit closer to TaToH. It doesn't really matter in my opinion. Let's go for TaToH's map. Main gold on the side forward is not too good. The second gold forward outside, third gold almost in the middle of the map. That's not good for TaToH. The map already looking bad. One really close to his base here, other one on the other side. He's got that second stone safe in the back, at least something, but the main stone also forward. And it looks like he had to take boars from the outside. He's trying to lure deer in, or maybe he was luring them and is going to continue. No, actually TaToH is going aggressive this game. As you can see, it's going to be a 9:56 feudal age time, and I guess he's going with a tower rush, sort of. JonSlow also going to feudal age, 2, 3, 4 villages more actually. That's 3 plus loom, I guess. And JonSlow, of course, doesn't want to go for a trush here, which he would do the other way around. No question about this, but JonSlow should also be fine because he's got that stone in the back, and if he needs to defend against the tower rush, which is gonna happen any second now, feudal age there for TaToH, and there's the tower coming up. Ooh, interesting. TaToH is not showing his intentions, he's not showing the tower, and JonSlow probably wondering, yes, sorry, come at me. There it is, there's the villagers, and Terra going with the market, with the blacksmith, but no walls yet. And I think TaToH probably wanted to make JonSlow feel a little bit safer than he might be. This is an abandonment rush, more or less. We're going to see archer production going, and TaToH is now going to stone. So it's delayed the stone gathering to go for gold and for the archer range first. And now there's the stone walls coming up for JonSlow. Makes a lot of sense here. The market and blacksmith will be the weak spots in this wall, but it's going to be tough to break. And JonSlow got enough stone for a watchtower, which he's building now. The archer with only 4 range, and even 4+1 is not going to be enough. Will not be able to delay this tower, and the watchtower is coming up from both players. JonSlow should be faster. TaToH's tower is going to go up, and the archers should go inside. For now it's the villagers, but I guess he's going to send the archers in. Not sure about the difference on the attack. 5+1, that's 4 archers against 5. I guess it doesn't really make a big difference. Outpost coming up for TaToH, and JonSlow doing another watchtower. By this, he should be fine now. He could get attacked here on that gold, but I think TaToH won't go that way, and JonSlow is on the way to Castle Age. It's going to be there 1526. That's really early on. That's the bonus, the good economy of the Malians early age. And JonSlow, of course, continuing to keep his base safe. He's repairing the tower. He's going for the siege workshop here. And I guess after the first and second mangonel, I imagine he's going to go for an extra TC. Let's find out. As for TaToH, how's it looking for him? Resources, yeah, he's been investing into archers. He's got fletching, of course, same for Terra, and he's going for more archers here. So it's not going to be an easy game for him. JonSlow is still continuing to repair. He was able to take one of those towers down. Interesting. Another watchtower coming up, but nice mangonel shot. And this tower, this watchtower from TaToH is not going up. So TaToH desperate enough to go for the trash, but JonSlow able to defend it with a decent map and with enough time to go for the stone walls. I guess Looks like TaToH was even a bit slow with that tower rush. He needed to send the villagers earlier on. Now a stable coming up from him. He's still playing this in feudal age. And I think JonSlow will be fine here. He's going with a TC on that main gold, on that one single tree. It's not too bad here, actually. And he's still on stone, so maybe a castle is going to come up in the mid to late castle age. But anytime that TaToH is going to be with an advantage here, military-wise, you could see a castle coming up from JonSlow to stop any push, really. And with the mangonel behind the castle, even the ramp push is not really working. Now there's the 2 watchtowers left and a third on the way, but TaToH has 2 mangonels, and that means he's gonna be in a pretty decent and pretty secure position. 2 lumber camps on the left hand side, they are also quite secure, and JonSlow is adding the 3rd TC now with the villagers on the stone. Makes a lot of sense here. He's taking that tree and he can put a lot of farms around the TC, which I like. Now the 2 mangonels are still protecting JonSlow's base, really, and TaToH is on the way to castle age, but it's quite late here. I'm not really sure what he's going to do. Villager-wise, he's ahead by 4, which is amazing, but it doesn't really matter too much unless he's going for some sort of fast imp. Then it could get interesting once again, but Vietnamese fast imp, it doesn't really make so much sense, I guess. So let's see what the plan for him is. I imagine we could see battle elephants sometime in the future. This is going for scale barding up. Knights also an option, and JonSlow decided to open the walls and go for a tower now with the 2 mangonels. Villagers actually have to fight a scout here, but the archers are moving back. And TaToH up to castle age, but is losing the tower inside JonSlow's base, and the gate is making sure that JonSlow is once again fully walled. The scout trying to take down a mangonel, it's not happening. 2 mangonels left, the watchtower is going down. Crossbowman on the way for TaToH, but what can he do now? Now a nice and sneaky siege tower hop here on the left hand side would be awesome, but JonSlow has a nice triangle of TCs that are going to protect most of the wood lines to go to stone, so even that is not really helping TaToH a lot. He's got a very good map against himself from JonSlow. TaToH is going with a monastery, going with 2 extra TCs. He's not behind in the boom. That's the only good thing for him. He's got a score lead, and maybe he wants to show that he's a better boomer now. But TaToH has the 3 TCs up and running, good amount of farms already up, and he is looking good with the resources, finally going for more farms here. He's got a lot of, had a lot of wood in the bank and still got 400 of that. And TaToH probably needs to add a few more farms as well. His villager production is looking good, 50 against 43, now 51. And the question is, can he go to a fast Imperial and then get an advantage going for himself? Maybe Arbalest and... Wait, Vietnamese do get bombard cannons, right? I need to look that up, but I'm pretty sure about it. I think they have the bombard cannons. Yes, obviously. So bombard cannons and Arbalest might be a decent option here. The question is, how fast is JonSlow to go to a very decent Imperial Age with good economy behind it? For now, 52 villagers, all he sees running, but he's not really close to clicking up to Imperial Age. TaToH doing wheelbarrow now. Everything is delayed here, obviously. And TaToH, wait, they're laughing about something. I don't know what that was about. Sorry for that. Maybe, oh, looks like JonSlow lost the mangonels here. 2 mangonels for TaToH, 0 for JonSlow. And looks like TaToH has not given up on the idea to go aggressive and keep JonSlow under pressure, because playing under pressure is a lot more difficult than just with a free boom here. So TaToH is saying, I'm better at this. The multitasking for TaToH obviously really good. He's able to boom while going for the attack. He's doing Sanctuary Bloodlines, investing into Castle Age army. I'm not really sure about this. Does he really want to continue the big push in Castle Age? I don't think that's a very good idea. We might see Cavalier from Vietnamese later on. Like, early Cavalier in Imperial Age might be good, but it's easy to counter, and that's one problem I see here. Now JonSlow is with good resources sitting with 3 TCs and is still rather safe here, while TaToH is destroying some walls. He should be able to click up to Imperial Age any second now. He has the buildings, or not. No, he's missing a monastery or a university. University coming up now. Didn't care about the relics. TaToH has 4 relics, and he's probably gonna collect the 5th as well. Now JonSlow will be on the way to Imperial Age any second now. Not enough stone for a castle, and his main stone is not off limits, but it's still not secured. Now both players on the way up to Imperial Age. Town Watch and Handcart coming from JonSlow. A little bit late in my opinion. You should have gone with that a little bit earlier. But we are going to see a pretty interesting early Imperial Age battle as TaToH is putting down a castle now. Still going with 3 mangonels, has the crossbowmen fully upgraded on the attack, has the knights with bloodlines and the +1 defense upgrade at least. And the question is, what are we going to see? What's the unit choice here? JonSlow should expect Arbalest, what to go here? I guess Onagers might be a good option. A castle now coming up for JonSlow in front of his main TC. We might see some form of trebuchet battle here, but the castles are too far apart, so it's going to be trebuchet against castle and trebuchet against trebuchet. And now we're hitting, JonSlow is hitting Imperial Age, but the castle only at 50%, and TaToH only a few seconds behind will be able to go for the first trebuchet if he wants to. I imagine we're going to see chemistry as well, or at least bracer for the Arbalest, but looks like he's lacking a little bit of gold here. Enough stone for a second castle, this is good for him. Onager upgrade coming in first. Wow, interesting. I didn't expect Onagers from TaToH, to be honest. And now, JonSlow, what are you going to do here? Are we going to see Onager Siege Onager? Are we going to see standard infantry, which is possible? And JonSlow is resigning this game as he's getting attacked by 2 trebuchets. So what is happening here? Like seriously, JonSlow had a very, very decent spot here. 102 villages for each player. Of course, TaToH had more military units, but why did he resign in 38 minutes? This doesn't make sense at all. He got a better civ still somehow. He could have gone for Onager immediately. I don't really understand this at all. Not sure what this was about. Maybe JonSlow had to go or something. I might try to find this out. I hope you still enjoyed it. You could see TaToH put JonSlow under pressure, and in the end he was to Imperial Age a little bit fast. He got the first trebuchets out, and he probably could have gone for Arbalest now any second. So I guess pretty unsettling end, pretty unsatisfying end to what could have been a really interesting game. See you next games then. GG.